can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.
Bruno Silva takes on Hyun Sung Park this Saturday at UFC Fight Night, Canada. And Bruno Silva, man, he is just getting the short end of the stick from the UFC. I tell you what, he was on a 4-fight winning streak there before losing to David Dvorak and Tagir Lambakov, which no shame in those losses. But he had some really good performances. Finishes over JP Bays, Victor Rodriguez, Tyson Nam, and Cody Durden before he ran into Manel Kopp and Joshua Van. In 2 fights, he lost by strikes where he took a lot of damage in those fights. His last one against Joshua Van got TKO'd in the 3rd round. That was back in June, so he's hopping right back in there, taking on another guy in Hyun Sung Park, who also coming off of a loss to Tatsuro Taira, a fight that he took on short notice. But Bruno Silva, 35 years old, not getting any younger, especially in a weight class like flyweight, where the guys are usually pretty young and very athletic, very quick, very powerful. So I can understand their turnaround, but also don't understand it because he's taken tons of damage in his last few fights. And Hyun Sung Park is no joke. Dude's a finisher. He's really good. Can finish the fight anywhere. I think he's got five submission wins, 4 knockouts, and was on an absolute roll before he ran into Tatsuro Taira. But I still think he's very good. I think he's a highly touted prospect, but I think Bruno Silva, just because he had those 2 losses beforehand, I think that he's very talented. I think he's got really good stand-up. He's dangerous, really good high-level jiu-jitsu on the ground. I think he's definitely going to give up a size advantage in this one over Hyun Sung Park, though. But it's unfortunate these guys have to face each other because I like them both. I think they're both, really good. Hard to say Bruno Silva's a prospect at 35, but I do think that he still has, a lot of good performances and some good wins in him. But I just don't think that he gets this one done against Hyun Sung Park. I just think Park, he's very well-rounded. He's big, he's young, 29 years old, barely into his prime. I just think he's going to be able to kind of dictate where he wants this fight to take place. He's got the submission ability, the grappling to get the fight to the ground if he wants to. If Bruno Silva is starting to, get a little too crispy on the feet, Bruno Silva can be taken down. He's only got like 60% takedown defense. Silva is very tough. Like I said, he's dangerous everywhere. Really fast hands, explosive, has power, really good forward pressure, heavy leg kicks. We saw him battering Joshua Van's legs in that fight. I think he landed like 15, 20 unanswered leg kicks in that fight. But like I keep saying, he's taken so much damage his last 2 fights. He was dropped 4 times in that fight against Joshua Van before he finally got TKO'd. Took a lot of damage in the Manel Kopp fight. Kind of was low blowed in that fight in the finishing sequence. In my opinion, maybe it hit the belt line, but I do think that I think Manel Kopp, did what he was supposed to do, took advantage of the situation and finished the fight. But it doesn't take away from the shots that were landed and the damage that he took in that fight. I think Hyun Sung Park will just be too much on the feet in terms of his physicality and the weapons that he has coming at Bruno Silva. I think that, the leg kicks, the combinations he has, the speed, the power, he's very light on the feet and crispy. And I think that'll be something that Bruno Silva's got to deal with, coupled with the grappling and the takedown threat that Hyun Sung Park's going to bring. I think he's going to have trouble with the combos, the movement of Hyun Sung Park. I think he's going to have issues with just the physicality and the strength of Hyun Sung Park. He's got good leg kicks as well to kind of match Silva's leg kicks, good body kicks, has a liver kick TKO, throws to the body and the head very well, just mixes things up very good. He hasn't fought the best competition. You look back through Hyun Sung Park's career, Carlos Hernandez, Shannon Ross, and then some guys on the regional scene. So the second he did take a step up in competition against Tatsuro Taira, he did, get finished, got dropped, got finished by neck crank. So it wasn't a great look. He did take that fight on short notice, but I do think that the ceiling of Hyun Sung Park is, pretty high, and I think he'll come back better than ever in this last one. Finally, getting a little bit humbled, getting the rub against somebody elite like Tatsuro Taira. I think it's only going to cause him to step his game up and go into this fight with something to prove, and I think he gets it done over Bruno Silva. I think he's good enough to just kind of outmatch him everywhere, use his physicality, use his size, and youth. Going to be 6 years younger than Bruno Silva. So I'm going to go with Hyun Sung Park to get this one done. Thanks.